You're seeing the very center of God's consciousness as it spreads out, for in His consciousness we all live, move, and have our being. And this is the very center of it. And this mind, which you call your mind, is a center or focal point of His mind, just as the consciousness of each cell of your body is a center or focal point of your mind. And therefore, as you move way out into this infinite space, you are moving deep within your mind. There must always be present and ever available God's love and presence, His intelligence and power. All that God is in His consciousness is here. Now I want you to try to see this consciousness, the holy love, the Spirit of God, pouring forth from deep within and flowing through and radiating from you to all centers of His consciousness as a brilliant white light, which light in very truth is the spiritual self to one who has the inner sight. For it is the light that lighteth every man that cometh into the world. Now I want you to realize this presence is observing you. What do you notice about this presence? Is there anything that you can see? Feel yourself moving closer to it. And I want you to realize that you are that light. You can see that your mind is a part of God's mind, and it opens and you enter into God's mind in this moment. You can consciously and actually call forth from within that mind anything that you need. With unselfish love, anything is possible. Any needed quality, for it all exists here. Therefore, I want you to see your light ever shining and going thus before you, lighting fully your path and making everything so clear that no possible shadow can intrude to deceive or hinder your perfect spiritual sight. Become aware of the parts of you in your mind that have separated yourself from this light. And see how these separations are false. It's okay to turn away in this moment from the world around you to the world of consciousness that lies within. In this moment, shut out all memories of the past. They are irrelevant. Create no images of the future. Concentrate on your being and on your awareness as your God self. Feel yourself sliding deep into the very recesses of your soul to a place of utter repose. Here you perceive faith in the making, and you are conscious of the one being from which all beings spring, and that there is no separation from this being. Know that this immortal self, this is God. This is you. Your I am. Become aware in this moment that you always were, and you always will be. You feel in this moment the utter perfection of this everlasting bliss of the now. Merge with this oneness of who you are. You are the one that created all things. You are the beginning and the end. Smaller than small. Greater than great. Meet and unite in the God presence. You are not a thing of time or circumstance. You are spirit, pure and eternal, birthless, deathless, and changeless. You are patient, for you are all time. You are wise, for you contain the knowledge of all things. You know no pain, for you see there is no beginning and no end, and who suffers pain must see beginning and end. You are rich, for there is no limit to the abundance you create from your very self. You are successful, for you need only think to achieve anything that you want, desire, need. You are love. You love and are beloved, for all things are you. With this awareness, I want you to still realize that you've still separated yourself. You're in a body. It's very normal to feel that you're separate from this being for who you really are. And I want you to fuse and unite, to become one with the universal subconscious mind of God in this moment. There is no separation, for there is only you, the Creator. Become the Creator, the one infinite Creator, and remember who you are. Perceive the magnificent dweller at the center of your consciousness, and you know him to be your very self. Time and space, shadow and substance, for what matter are these things? They are irrelevant. Let go of your petty squabbles, and your concerns and worries, and realize how truly insignificant and irrelevant they are. Feel yourself awakening to the illusion, understanding the matrix and how it's defined you. And awaken now, and I want you to say it with me. I am God. Say it again, and say it from your soul. Say it with meaning. I am God. Become aware of any thoughts that come into your mind when you say these things, feelings of guilt or concerns, and say it again, and become aware of the union that you have now created. The separation is gone, and say it with me. I am God. For be still and know that you are God.